What's up, you guys? Twitter world. You know, something happened to me today. It's pretty interesting. Just last month, I was talking about what's happening to Dr. Boyce Watkins. What's going on to those who joined with Dr. Boyce got put in Facebook jail last month. I wrote about it. Talked about how it's important for all of us as business owners to have more than one platform to be on. Well, guess what happened to me? Facebook came and got me today. I'm really not sure what it was. It could be a myriad of things. Because I mean, honestly, I'm pretty outspoken. I do hit Facebook pretty hard. Speak out about things that matter, and it's really interesting. It's always as if those who are for evil are organized and they're trolling and they're false flagging people and reporting people. And more than likely, that's what happened to me. You know, folks that don't like intelligent, outspoken black men probably had a problem with me sharing information like that on my page, and even encouraging black people to go into business for themselves, and to more importantly seek business partnership with others. For some reason, that's a threatening message. I know that's a threatening message, and pretty sure it had a lot to do with why Facebook cut me down today. That's not why I wanted to go live. I actually wanted to go live to talk about some of this digital currency. Let me know right now if you are investing in digital currency right now. Bitcoin has been doing some crazy things, and it's amazing. I mean, right now it's at like $1,200 right now. Currently. That's awesome. And just to explain that, what that means is if you actually own a Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is now worth $1,200. If you were one of the smart investors who knew this thing was going to take off and you invested early, maybe you got yourself 10 or 15 Bitcoins. You're now sitting on $10,000 to $15,000 right now, a little bit more than that. So that's pretty awesome. What's happening with Bitcoin, but not just Bitcoin. I hope y'all are following Ethereum. Ethereum has been getting crazy the last couple of days. It's up to about $16 right now, and that's awesome because when I first really heard about Ethereum, it was at $10, and it had been at $10 for quite some time. I believe $13 was its high, which it hit that's a couple of weeks ago. It's steadily rising. Right now it's at an all-time high. From what I understand, please correct me if I'm wrong. But that's exciting technology, you guys. You know, something I just read about this morning as well. There are entire plans being crafted to create software that runs on Ethereum. That's going to be a game changer. So, you know, again, these are things that we as black people especially need to know about, because these are the kinds of things that we often get shut out of. We often don't have the information about it. People don't tell us about it. And the black people we look up to, this is something I posted about earlier today, which I think really did it. I was talking about how black business people, because I was so disappointed. One of my mentors, I discovered this morning, is a Trump supporter, and he shared a Mike Huckabee post, which was bashing the Oscars and all their outspokenness, and I thought this was a nation of freedom of speech, right? It's interesting, like if, you know, people don't want to hear their hate speech, then they're against freedom of speech. But if people are at the Oscars freely speaking, all of a sudden their freedom of speech shouldn't be respected. It's just so much nonsense that goes on with politics. And it's always for an end goal. That end goal is more the same. Keep the system as it's been. Keep certain people down. Lift certain people up. And it was shocking for me to see one of my business mentors actually share a post like that. And then I started going through his feed, and he's been sharing posts like this. And I'm telling you, he's black. Shocked me. I'm like, what is going on here? You're like the last person I would expect to be this way. And I wrote about it, how, I mean, a lot of black business people are conservative. It's something that I've known about for a long time, that And there's nothing wrong with having conservative politics. It's just that too often conservatives absolutely have no interest in helping out everyone. Like, that's not really their stance. They lean more towards the let me help myself kind of politics. That's sort of where I've always seen the main difference between liberal-minded thinkers and conservative-minded thinkers is, the liberal types really do want equality for all, freedom for all, rights for all, whereas conservatives, they want to conserve who gets the rights, who gets the freedom. They want to be able to dictate and have power over everyone, in my opinion. And it's really unfortunate when you see black people who fall into that nonsense, especially in this nation, where we should be really, truly talking about our own party, where we're not going one way or the other, because as we've learned time and time again, over and over, really politics is just, two different wings of the same bird, So, I mean, that being said, when it comes to business, this is a realm that we can all tap into and go into, but it would go even better for us if black people with means understood that if we look out for one another, you are also by default looking out for yourself. I believe that's something that, again, a lot of conservatives don't understand ideologically, and so this is why their politics, they really don't grasp that the best way to look out for yourself is to look out for everybody. That's actually intelligence, right? Everyone don't have it though. Thanks for watching. Look, I just don't have a Facebook to really share those type of thoughts on for the moment. So I give you guys some of that here. Meanwhile, go over to topnetworkergroup.com. I'm talking business there. Again, we can get into business partnership. I recommend the network marketing vehicle as a way for you and I to work together, right? At least this way we get to feel one another out. Like, if we're trying to accomplish any type of business task, there always have to be leaders and followers. And one of the challenges that we face within business partnershiping is a lot of times our egos get in the way. We have too many chiefs and not enough Indians. When we're talking about accomplishing business tasks, if you run a business, if you started it, you're chief. And people need to follow you to put your plan into action. But when you join somebody else's team and somebody else's plan, when you join another chief's plan, it's important for you to be the Indian and to embrace that role. It's okay to play that role, because in the end, if you join a chief's team who has a plan for everybody to win on that team, you will win too by default. And this is a mentality that I don't think a lot of us have because of the past, because of things that our people have been through. So every family is different, from home to home, house to house, family to family, generation by generation. We're learning different things. We're viewing the world differently, even though we have a similar experience. We have different responses in order to how we're going to combat what's come against us. And so again, we have all these different responses, but at some point, we have to start linking up together. Okay? And that's why I believe in network marketing. Now, again, I also have my own web design business and a business consultation business, but everyone can't do that, right? Look, I've been running a business for a while, so I have a lot of experience. I have a lot of things I can help people with. I have advice I can give because I've been there. I've done things. I've helped other clients with it. So I'm qualified to do those things. But one of the things I tell people as a business consultant, if you're looking to start a business, you have to find something that you're qualified to do, something that you do well, something that you have experience in, something that, if you got fired from your job, right, and you couldn't find anything else, but there's something you really have a passion for, something you get up and do whether or not you get paid for it or not, that's where your business should be. Now, again, what you're going to find as you get ready to start that type of business is you're going to need funding. You're going to need capital. And so again, what I tell people about network marketing is this is a way to raise capital for a business, for something else you want to do on the side. It's also a great way, again, to learn business, to learn that, yes, sometimes you need to play a role. Other times, that role you have to play is leader. And the best way to learn how to lead is to follow a leader. All right, you guys, topnetworkersgroup.com. Get on the list. I have a lot of exciting updates I'm going to be sending out. Check the channel on YouTube, topnetworkersgroup.com, you guys. And thank you again. I'll see you at the top.